Prishta Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Desatarane. Hare Krishna. So today we have Shloka 15.15. Yo mam evam asamudho janati purushottamam sa sarvavid bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. So here the translation is, whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is the knower of everything. He therefore engages himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata. So this is what Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna. So from this verse, we can understand that Lord is actually kind of reaching some kind of conclusion, maybe related to this chapter, that a lot of people claim to know Lord Sri Krishna, and a lot of people give so many of their own speculation and theories. But if it is not perfect, and if it is not complete, and it is not as per what Lord says it is, then we know that there is some kind of deficiency in that, or there is imperfection in that, and that would not be pleasing to the Lord, and that would not be one acting in the right relationship. Or some, we have so many Mayavadis claiming to know and give their explanation. So that is not the right thing. And since this Bhagavad Gita is a scripture directly from Lord Himself, who is telling about Himself and His relationship with the devotees, how one should act and what it is, what is expected. So we can know that what Lord is saying, it is perfect and it will be complete. So let's take what Sri Lord, His Grace Sri Chaitanya Charan Prabhu has given his explanation. So yo mam evam asamudho. Asamudho means without any delusion, one who understands me to be the Purushottamam. Sa sarvavid. Such a person knows everything. That is, he has got the complete knowledge. Krishna is saying to know Krishna as Purushottamam is sa sarvavid, right? That is the complete, perfect understanding. And that is knowing him to be in entirety or completeness. So Purushottamam is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that person's understanding is correct, perfect. So Prabhu explains that in 7.2 also Lord Krishna said that I will give you complete knowledge, and after knowing this, there is nothing to be known. So now this is chapter 15. So we have progressed, as Lord had earlier also said that He will give complete knowledge. So that means the broad principle which comprises knowledge here is given in its completeness. The principles are properly explained. So now Lord Krishna is saying that, so what is the essential principle of understanding the knowledge which Lord is expecting? And it is to know as Purushottamam, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the complete knowing, or that is the essential principle of understanding, or what is the knowledge expected. Sa Sarvavid. And it is not just intellectual knowledge, it is transformation knowledge. Once you know this, there is change in you. There is what is that? What transformation is expected from a person, Jivatma, who is on the spiritual path? That is transformational. So, what is this transformation that happens? Bhajatimam. That person, after coming to this stage of understanding or knowing this Purushottamam, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, what happens? Bhajatimam. He starts worshipping Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And how does that person worship Lord Krishna? Sarva bhavena bharata. So sarva bhavena, with Prabhu explains that this is with all the emotions of the heart. So actually the result of knowledge is devotion. Now this is very interesting. Um, Prabhupada has also explained this thing. So these Mayavadis, um, they have a different explanation, they have a different conception, which is very deluding. So as per them, Mayavadis claim, there is no form of the Lord, or it is temporary. When Lord comes here, he takes a temporary form, all that. This is all illusory knowledge, illusory effect. So Mayavadi's idea is, when we get jnana, knowledge, we understand that everything is one and same, and all emotions are useless. As I am the only one existing, there is a person under that illusion. He feels that he is the only one existing. So who is there to love? So he is thinking that he can become the supreme Bhagwan and all that. So that is all illusion. So here the emphasis is, so the idea is we have to go beyond the emotions. Prabhu explains this, but Krishna says knowledge doesn't lead to dissolution of emotions, right? Emotions have to be there. Knowledge leads to the intensification of emotions, because all emotions um, lead to sarva bhavena, becomes concentrated on Krishna. We have only one focus. We have only one person to please. In that case, it is like you're serving Lord Krishna to please him, for Krishna prema. So that Mayavadi's conception is wrong. And so Lord has a form, we have a form, and there is a service. Um, so here, devotional service is actually a process of spiritual understanding. And wherever devotional service exists, the material contamination or the illusion cannot coexist. So devotional service to the Lord and Lord himself are one and the same, because because that is spiritual, and it's at the spiritual platform, the internal energy of the Supreme Lord. So Lord is completely spiritual. We are also spiritual. We are qualitatively same as the Lord, but not quantitatively. We are infinitesimal. We are Jivatma. So our constitutional position is to serve the Lord. We are eternally the servant of the Lord, and Lord is the person who accepts service. So there are three things here. There is service, always eternally, and there is person who needs to be served, please, that is Lord Krishna, and there is a person who's actually performing service, that is servitor, the servant. So the servitor, the servant, service, and the one who accepts service, the Bhagwan, they are these three persons, these three things eternally exist. Under the illusion, we start doing things, we start serving other personalities, like family members, office, and all that. We take all those kinds of service here in illusion, and we start accepting all those services, thinking that we are all in all, and trying to lord it over material nature. So that is all illusion. So devotion service to the Lord and the Lord are and the Lord himself are one and the same, because they are spiritual, the internal energy of the Supreme Lord. So what happens is, when we come to Krishna consciousness, we start performing bhakti, the devotion service. Illusion is slowly and slowly removed, and knowledge is revealed. So the Lord is said to be the sun, and the ignorance is called darkness. So automatically, when there is sun, the ignorance or darkness cannot exist. So where the sun is present, there is no question of darkness. So therefore, this is devotional services to be, as the scriptures emphasize, is to be taken under the proper guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, under a bona fide parampara system. So we know that there are 4 paramparas, and so then there is no question of ignorance. So according to Vedic principles, there are 3 stages of spiritual advancement. We have come across this thing: Sambandha, Jnana, Abhideya, and Prayojana. So here here Prabhupada has also emphasized. So the imperfect knower goes on simply speculating about the absolute truth. So that is actually a wrong approach, and that is why again there is emphasis that one needs to have a bona fide guru, because he has realized the supreme truth. He understands, and then because he has realized it, he can pass on the truth as it is. He will not speculate. He will not use some kind of material theories and all that, those things. He will not put person again further in illusion. He will remove that illusion, uh, and then nature to speculate. He will remove that. So we have to take the words of the parampara system from the bona fide guru through the scriptures, because they are, because they, what the guru parampara, the guru passes on is eternally the supreme truth, the perfect knowledge, as mentioned in the scriptures, as passed on through the guru parampara system. So the imperfect knower goes on simply speculating about the absolute truth, and but the perfect knower, Sri Prabhupada says that without wasting his valuable time, engages directly in Krishna consciousness, the devotional service of the Supreme Lord. And Prabhupada says that um, so there are many commentators who give commentaries on Bhagavad Gita, who consider the supreme truth and the living entities to be one and the same. This is wrong. Vedic knowledge is called Shruti, learning by oral reception. And one should actually receive the Vedic message from authorities like Krishna and and his representatives. Um, so we should not fall into the trap of people who use speculative knowledge and pass on that their own theories. One should submissively hear Bhagavad Gita from such living entities, and we are eternally always subordinate to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One should be very clear about this thing. Um, so Prabhupada says that if a person is engaged in full Krishna consciousness in the devotional service of the Lord, it is to be understood that he has understood all the Vedic knowledge, right? So reviving, when it comes to this jnana, we mentioned that as part of this bhakti yoga, according to the Vedic principles, there are three stages of spiritual advancement: the Sambandha Jnana, Abhideya, and Prayojana. So, Sambandha Jnana refers to establishing one's original relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Abhideya refers to acting according to that constitutional relationship. And Prayojana is the ultimate goal of life, which is to develop love of Godhead. Prema, Prema Pumarthum Mahan. So, that is the highest stage, that is the highest level. If one adheres to the regulative principles under the guidance, under the order of the spiritual master, he very easily achieves the ultimate goal of his life. That is, develop love of Godhead, Krishna Prema. So this is the jnana. So when we read Bhagavad Gita, it removes illusion and we receive the real knowledge, or there is realization in our heart, the knowledge which actually burns the illusion in the heart. So and Prabhupada and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has mentioned in Kali Yuga, he started this Hare Krishna movement. The easiest process is to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This will remove the dust which covers the mirror of the heart, right? So, what is our nature, what service we are to perform, and who we need to serve, these things are eternally as are part of the soul. We have this knowledge, but it is covered. The mirror of the heart is covered, the mind. When we chant this mantra, when we take to bhakti yoga, when we do devotional service, um, so this removes the dirt, the contamination, and that we realize the knowledge, our eternal constitutional position. We come to that. So, so this is very important. Um, so initially we would be inclined to follow the regulative principles, but when we come to take, uh, when we progress further, when the so we will realize in our hearts how further we can progress, what we need to do, and how to achieve that ultimate goal of life, that is to achieve Krishna Prema. That will be, we will develop that inclination, the greed to come to that stage. So these three things. So when we read Srimad Bhagavatam or Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, or the books which are translated by our Goswamis, in the Guru Parampara system, um, um, so we realize the absolute truth. We understand there is realization in our heart. Um, So this is what it is. So as mentioned earlier, we have eternal relationship with the Lord, and we have eternal service. How we what we serve, how we serve, and please the Lord, and we are eternally the servant of the Lord. There is no time or ever a jivatma can never become same at the same level as the Lord or above. Mayavadis, they give a wrong impression that is all speculative. That is not possible. So so we need to be very careful, because a lot of people can translate and publish their own books and on realization and give their own discourses. So it has to be part of a guru parampara system, bona fide guru parampara system. The scriptures need to be as it is, and then we take to bhakti yoga, a devotional service, and we will realize this thing, the sambandha, abhideya, and prayojana, and we will slowly progress. So when we hear the leelas, Krishna leela, or what the scriptures like Bhagavad-gītā, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam give, there are so many stories which the devotees, there is the relationship, how the devotees acted, and how Lord behaved and what Lord likes. So all that is mentioned in these scriptures, and through this, again, the dirt from the mirror of the heart is removed, and we have this eternal knowledge, what it is revealed to us, or we realize it. But again, the emphasis, as mentioned here, Srila Prabhupada says that Vedic knowledge, Shruti, this is passed on through the Guru Parampara system, from a bona fide guru or a self-realized soul, and because what they pass on is the same message what the scriptures say, and what Krishna wants, and Ved Vyasji's Krishna, he's teaching um, the eternal message. Um, so Srimad Bhagavatam and all the scriptures. So we need to take to this process and progress and come to realization how we can achieve this Krishna prema. So that is all. If anybody has any questions, please ask before we log off. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone.